Hi, I'm Mahila Wilson. This is Straight Answers in Gospel channel. In this video, we are going to be talking about exclusivity of gospel. And if you are new to this channel, there are two purposes for our channel. One, if you're a Christian, to encourage you in your Christian walk. If you're a non-Christian, we want to introduce you to Jesus Christ. If either one of this purpose interests you, please subscribe to our channel. Again, in this video, we are going to be talking about exclusivity of the gospel. So in the very recent days, I met a total stranger, and we get to spend quite a bit of time, and he claims to be a Christian, and he is a member of one of the well-known denomination church in India, and he was saying something very interesting, and that motivated me to even record more of these videos. And he said, as long as we all faithfully follow whatever path we follow, then we will all be reaching God, the same God. That was he claimed. That's what he claimed, and it was very interesting to hear that from a Christian. And he even claimed, he went a little bit further, and he claimed that Bible in some place says so. And it was very, very interesting to hear that. And I was thinking how much more important for at least people who claim to be Christians to understand what really Christianity or what Bible claims about the gospel. And thus this video is really applicable for anyone who believes that all the ways, as long as we faithfully follow, leads to one God and same eternity. And before I go ahead and say why exclusivity of gospel makes more sense to me, why truth has to be exclusive, and why it is loving to claim the truth is exclusive, all those things we will be talking a little bit later. But before even I go there, I want to say one thing first and foremost. Bible very clearly claims that gospel is exclusive. Never in Bible ever it says, as long as you follow whatever you follow faithfully, you will reach the same God. It never says that in the Bible. Christ himself clearly mentioned that he is the way, and he is the only way. And Bible also multiple places says there is no salvation without Christ's name. Other than the name of Christ, there is no salvation, and Acts 4:12 claims that too. So it cannot get any clearer. So Bible is very clear in this matter that gospel is exclusive, and not every path leads to the same God or same eternity. And it is very, very clear, and the path to God is only one way, and that is through Christ. And Bible is very clear about that, and I wanted to firmly establish that fact before I move on. Now, when we say gospel is exclusive, then it creates multiple misunderstandings in that. First of all, I wanted to talk about why I believe that truth should be exclusive is, here I'm going to quote the great Christian apologist Dr. Ravi Zachariah, and he always says this: the truth by definition is exclusive. There just cannot be multiple truths. There has to be one truth, but we have to seek to find that truth. Now, I'm going to claim that I have a proof, 100% proof, that the gospel, I believe in the Christian gospel, is that truth. But I am totally convicted that this is the truth. But if I could prove it 100%, there is nothing you have to do. There is no faith in your part is involved. No choice in your part is involved. And I don't think that is how the gospel works. When gospel is preached, the person who receives has to make their confession. They have to come up with their own choice to trust in this God, and they have to have faith. All those things are involved in this. So I am not here to establish that I have a proof to say that this is the truth, but I'm encouraging you to seek that truth, whatever that truth you come up to. But that has to be one truth. That just cannot be multiple truths. So in that path for you to seek that truth. You may be in different places. Maybe you are a person who didn't even seek or who is not even venturing in that path to seek that truth. If you are a person who's saying, okay, whatever that truth may be, who cares? I want to challenge you with one question. What about your eternity? This truth that I'm claiming to be, or the truth about God and eternity, can make or break your eternity, which eternity in comparing to this life is much more bigger. It just cannot be compared. This life just fades away in the time and glory of eternity. So I really want you to consider venturing in that path to find that truth for yourself. And if you're a person who is in the middle of that path thinking, okay, all path leads to that one truth, I want you to reconsider that also. Maybe you have to seek a little bit more and come to the point and say, what is that truth, that one truth for you? And until then, I want you to encourage you to seek more. And if you're a person who says, oh, there may be no truth, or maybe there is no truth about God, I want you to also think more and think deeper about that one truth. After thinking, after finding, after doing your homework, and you come to a point and say, this is that one truth I believe, then that is between you and God. But if you are not in that path, or if you think that all the road leads to the same God, or if you think that there is no truth, then I want you to reconsider and do a little bit more research, do more of the seeking until you find that one truth. Like I said, I have my own logical reasoning, my life experiences, God's intervention in my life, and the life experiences I had. All those things combined together make me totally believe that Christ is that way. Christ is that truth. And I want you to come to that clarity. I want you to come to that point and say, what is that truth for you? Or what is that clear conviction for you? And that is my goal, not to prove anything or disprove anything. My goal is encourage for you to be seeking that truth. I want to encourage you to seek that truth, that one truth for yourself. And that is what I'm trying to accomplish by asking all these questions, answering all those questions. And that is the goal I have for this entire series. And when we go on and say, gospel is exclusive, then people get confused and say that it is very arrogant or it is very unloving to say that gospel is exclusive. And I wanted to clarify one thing. When I claim gospel is exclusive, I am not a bit arrogant about it, because every time I claim exclusivity of gospel, all the people who I love the most and who don't agree with me in this area, their faces come in my mind, and I am saying it with as much as pain as some of you hearing, and I am not claiming it with arrogance, but that doesn't mean that I can change the truth. The truth is the truth, and we cannot just change it. And also, it is not unloving. It is two different things to accept and agree that everything is true, and it is another thing to say to love everyone. This is two different things, and we should not be confusing these two things when we say exclusivity of gospel. And also finally, I wanted to say, what Christ accomplished in the cross is the way, and that is exclusive way to reach God, and that is the exclusive way to reach eternity with God. But that gospel is not exclusive to a particular group of people. Christ accomplished redemption for everybody who ever lived, who is living right now, who will ever live also. So this is not exclusive in who it includes. It is for every human being. Anyone who accepts Christ is going to have his redemption and his salvation. So it is not exclusive in that sense. I love this quote from Timothy Keller about gospel, and this is a wonderful quote. It says, "The gospel is an exclusive truth, but it is the most inclusive, exclusive truth in the world." So it is, like I said, it is not exclusive about who it includes. It is exclusive about the way, about what Christ accomplished in the cross. And that I want to be very, very clear when I talk about exclusivity of gospel. So in Christianity, it is believed and it is very clear in Bible, again I quote Acts 4:12, that there is no salvation other than Christ's name, and there is only one way. And I encourage you again to seek that one way for yourself. And I do believe if you seek with your whole heart, you will sure to find. And Bible says, seek and you will find. And with that climb, I'm going to leave you, and I'm going to encourage you until you come to that point. Continue to seek. And I'm so sorry we missed 2 weeks of videos, and in the future we would consider recording more videos and keeping it for season like that. However, in the upcoming series, we are going to be talking about Judeo-Christian worldview, in that 4 different pillars of the Judeo-Christian worldview, or any worldview in that sense. We are going to be explaining on what Christianity in a broader sense believe about origin, meaning, morality and destiny of human life, and that's what we wanted to venture about. And if you are interested in that, please come back to that series. And if you like this series, please subscribe to our channel. And if you like this particular video, please like, share and comment, and in the comment section leave any questions that you might have. And in the next week video, we would be talking about the summary of all these 10 questions and its answers that we look into in this series called Christianity 101. If you are interested to see that summary, please come back next week. And I really do want to thank you for you spending your time with us. May God bless you.